Hey guys, just wanted to make a quick video about how I designed these vents for my game. So how they work is that if you go near them, an icon will pop up that says that you can press C to open the vent. So what you do is press E, and then a screw of the vent will get highlighted. So if you scroll down, the screw will get removed, and the progress bar will advance, saying that you completed a part of the removing the screws. So it has 4 stages because there are 4 screws. So then when you complete unscrewing, the vent will close itself behind you. And you can see that here, now I'll quit the game, you can see that there's a light that marks the spot where the vent is, so that once you reach this location, once you get inside of the bedroom, you know that if there's nowhere else that you can go, you can get inside the vent. And basically this vent has an entry point. So what happens is the vent checks where the player is relative to the vent itself, to the vent cover, and if the player is outside of the vent, so in this part of the vent, not here, the vent will interpolate the location of the player with the new location that is stored in this entry point. And so the player will get transferred. The location of the player will get transferred, and the player will be crouched, so the eye level will be lower than if the player was standing in here. You can see that when I interact with the vent, the camera of the player will go from the location where it was before, so high up, to a lower location. And this is all interpolated, so there's we can say gradual change. When we go inside of the vents, we can see that if I look in this direction, everything is black. And if we look here, we have a bit of eye adjustment, of brightness adjustment. And one important thing is that there's a light coming from here, but if we go inside of the vent, we can't actually access this vent cover, because it's locked. This vent cover serves the only purpose to light up the vent, so that you know where you have to go. Because if you go check on the right, you'll know that you can't open this you can't go there, you can go in this direction, so you'll have by any means to go in this direction. And you once you turn to the left, you know for sure that you have to go in this direction, because first of all there's a text, so it's saying that it's a place where you can go. Then you have still the light coming from another vent, so it's still the same thing. Here we can also see that there's some dirt, there's dirt, stone, so it's indicating that we are actually underground, because this is an underground facility. And yeah, we get light, and we get light from here too. You can't go in here too, in this direction too. You have to go down here, and you know you have to go down here because there's an orange light saying that obviously there's a path in this direction, and this is the only direction you have to go. And obviously you get an highlighted vent cover that if you press E, you manage to pass through the vent cover. One thing to say about the orange light. We can I'm gonna show you something right now. If we get 2 lights, I'm gonna put both of these lights to an intensity of 2 or 1, maybe 3. If we have these 2 lights, but one is red and one is about this color, which one would you prefer to go if you are in a situation of danger or if you want just to relax. Study says that majority of people will prefer going to a cold color, so on the lines of blue, but we can also say this kind of colors right here about. If we want to create in a level, if we want to design a part of the level where there is a danger on it, we can use lights on the other side of the color wheel. So warm colors, because warm colors give more the sensation of danger, whereas cold colors give more the sensation of tranquility, of serenity. And so that's why I chose the red light, the orange light, because it's a warm color and it's indicating that here we have a danger. We have two guards controlling this spot, and they will roam. They will go from a direction to another, and the player has to avoid getting caught by these guards. In a moment they will move. No, they actually won't move because I have a trigger. So if I get in the trigger, the animation will play. As you can see, there are two cameras. The cameras will alert the guards if we get in their range. So there's here's a small message saying what the level is, what it consists of, and we can see that the guards are moving. If the guards see you, they'll run towards you, and if they catch you, you'll have to start the level from the beginning. You may have seen a cutscene that started right here, where we saw the two guards, that in here we can see another vent. So this vent has the same exact mechanism of the other. It's just a blueprint that I copied and pasted, and it works exactly the same way. The only thing is that I didn't put some vent covers to make the light enter the vent. So what happens is that you just can see the light inside of the vent, and it's not coming from anywhere. So it's just a light placed inside the vent. And this doesn't really make sense, you know, because you don't have a source of light. You see this light, but you don't know where it's coming from. And this is a problem I'll have to fix. Maybe I'll put some other vents, like in here, like a vent that makes light pass through, and so it brightens up the space. And here you'll leave the vent. Just so you know, I wanted to show you how do these vents work, or what are the components behind these vents. So as I said earlier, there's a camera interpolating the player view. There's an arrow. I can't remember how this arrow works. It's probably here because of the rotation of the world transform to relative transform. I can't remember, but it's probably important, so I'll leave it there. Then there's the widget, the press E you see on the screen once you point the vent, once you look at the vent. Then there's an area. This is the area of collision. It's if I'll make it visible to you, it's basically the area where the game will know that you're looking at a vent. As you can see, once the dot goes inside of the box, the vent knows that you're looking at it. Then you have the vent cover, which is just a scene component that contains the vent cover mesh. I am using a scene component so that I can rotate it along this pivot point and not the mesh point. And then there are the vent screws, and these vent screws work with a timeline that goes from 0 to 1 in 6 seconds. And how they work is that they have a transform, so they move, they set a new location, and then they set also a new rotation. Because if you look closely, you'll see that once you remove the screw will go back, but it will also rotate along its axis. And so this is how my vents work.